I have come to the conclusion that in order to win a Grammy in 2025, you must be a political mouthpiece for the left in this country. If you don't believe me, take a look at these two segments that I had from the Grammys last night to show you, starting off with Alicia Keys talking about DEI.
This is not the time to shut down the diversity of voices. We've seen on this stage talented, hardworking people from different backgrounds with different points of view, and it changes the game. DEI is not a threat, it's a gift. And the more voices, the more powerful the sound. When destructive forces try to burn us down, we rise from the ashes like a phoenix. And as you see tonight, music is the unstoppable language that connects us all. It's so beautiful.
Diverse array of opinions? Really, Miss Keys? What have you been smoking? Because anytime I see a celebrity, it doesn't matter whether they're a musical artist or an actor or an actress, 9 times out of 10, they tend to align with the political left. And those who do not are demonized, and they try to cancel them. I do not see diversity of opinion when I look at Hollywood. And truly, diversity of thought is the only diversity that really matters, because diversity of thought makes you you. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is not the same as equality. As a freedom-loving American, I am all for equality. Equality under God. Equality under the law. But equity is not the same as equality. Equality seeks to guarantee equal opportunity. Equity, as I've told you before, seeks to guarantee equality of outcomes. That is just communism under a different name. And I am tired of these celebrities trying to lecture Americans on what they think society should be. I'm all for freedom. And when you have freedom, you can never have equality of outcomes, only equality of opportunity. Now, moving on to what I believe is the worst of the whole smear last night at the Grammys, and the reason that I don't watch them. I want you to listen to Lady Gaga's acceptance speech after she won a Grammy. She used the opportunity to try to say that transgender people were the ones being discriminated against and that they were being oppressed. Watch this.
Trans people are not invisible. Trans people deserve love. The queer community deserves to be lifted up. Music is love. Thank you.
Talk about a lack of diversity, ladies and gentlemen. Just what I'm talking to you about. A lack of diversity where it matters. Diversity of thought. Because Lady Gaga either has the IQ of a gnat and is trying to push a narrative that does not exist, or she is victim to the hive mind of the leftist ideology that runs rampant in the entertainment industry. Because transgender people are not being victimized. What she was doing was participating in political grandstanding and articulating her position against an executive order that President Trump signed on day one, which directed the executive branch to enforce protections that already exist under the law for biological women, and say that transgender people must identify as the sex that they were born with. That's not saying that you can't live the way you want to live. It is not discriminatory to say that men should not be allowed in women's spaces. This is a biological fact. There are biological differences between men and women. And I personally believe it's ridiculous that we would even have to have an executive order that would say such a thing in the first place, because it's common sense. But common sense does not seem to be common among these Hollywood elites. I'm not saying that someone shouldn't be able to live their kind of life that they want to live. They should. It's America. But you do not have a right to say that everyone has to accept the way you think. Now, some of you may hear what I'm saying right now and think that I'm a bigot and that I'm discriminatory, and that's your right to be able to use your free speech to advocate against what I'm advocating for. I will fight to the death for your right to say what you think, but I will not participate in your delusion. I will not say that a biological man is a biological woman or vice versa. There are biological differences that God instituted from the very beginning of time. And it is just insane to me that so many people are afraid to say what biology already confirms. It's ridiculous, and I am tired of Hollywood elitists using their positions to try to lecture everyday Americans and confuse them and advocate for things that are just anti-common sense. If you read the executive order, which I will post in the description of this video, you will see what I'm telling you is true. All he's doing is enforcing protections for biological women that already existed in the law. It is not saying that transgender people can't live their life the way they want to. And I'm tired of the lies, and I'm tired of the fear-mongering. I am grateful that there are certain people in this country who want to get back to common sense and to restore the idea that men and women, although they are equal in their opportunity, and they should be equal in all areas of life, they are not equal when it comes to biology. Men and women were made different for a reason. Not because one is against the other or one is better than the other, but because God made it so that we complement each other. And I am glad to see an executive order that is protecting women against people who try to be anti-woman. That's what this transgender ideology is, anti-woman. If you agree with me and you're sick of the Hollywood BS, do me a favor. Share this video so more people see it. Like it so it helps out the algorithm. And subscribe to my channel for more content.